Let's freaking go. Yeah, we lit. We are freaking lit today, fellas. All right. So, got the Stat Muse thing pulled up. I don't really need the studio thing pulled up. I don't think I could take that down. Yeah, I don't think I need that pulled up right now. But I will wait for it to wake up here. Make sure we're rolling. All right, we are ready to go. I'd love to see it. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Cleveland Guardians series recap, series preview live stream. 4-game series in Boston starting on Monday. Not too often do we see that, right? A series starting on a Monday. Interesting. But yeah, Guardians headed to Fenway one day after walking off the Yankees, right? Good stuff. And this was a fun series. Very stressful, partially. But it was fun, right? Good chance for the Guardians to show out against a solid staff in Boston. So we're going to jump right into it. All right. Now, again, if you listened to my stream earlier, I called the game earlier today. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that game. But I did say that I had a few articles that I found on Bleacher Report. In fact, while I am blabbering, I'm actually going to look for said articles. And we're going to go through them. And I'm going to give my thoughts on what they say. Because in these articles, Bleacher Report talked about players that could be traded. And they listed teams that could potentially be fits for them. And if you're wondering, yes, the Guardians are mentioned. Obviously, I'm aware it's April 18th. Let me see when the trade deadline is. All right. The 2024 MLB trade deadline isn't until July. I think it's right around, I think after the All-Star break, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it's before. I'm not even sure. I got to look it up. All right. 2020. Ooh, Fansided did an article too. I love that. I love it. All right. So, 2024 deadline. They don't really have a date, I guess. July 30th, I believe. Could be wrong. I think it says July 30th. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, it's not until after like what? Damn near end of July. So, why am I talking about the trade deadline now? Right? Well, it's simple. The Guardians right now are looking good. But my God, we have some spots that could definitely use a boost. We already know that. So let's take a look at a little something, something. All right, let me actually do. I had an article from Fansided. I guess I never clicked on it. Huh. Yeah, I never clicked on it. What the heck? Here it is. There we go. Okay. So, anyways, let's talk about the first game of the series on Patriots Day, aka Boston Marathon Day. Bright and early, 11 a.m. first pitch. Wow, that's fun, right? We had Xavier Curry on the mound against Cutter Crawford. Curry went 5 innings, 2 hits, 3 Ks, and a walk. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff from Xavier. And then Cutter Crawford went 5 2/3, 2 hits, 6 Ks. So, pretty much, both starters, they were like damn near even. The only difference is Curry walked the batter. Curry walked the batter, and Cutter had 3 more Ks. That's it. That's the only difference between those two. They were a perfect, like, they matched each other perfectly, damn near. And then came the bullpens, right? So Heron came in there, only gave up a walk, had 3 Ks. Sandlin, fantastic, as always. And then Eli Morgan got a hit and a strikeout in an inning. So he's good. Of course, he's on the IR now. IL now, of course, with a shoulder issue. Classic. Okay. But yeah, in terms of scoring, Guardians got on the board first, and this would actually wind up being the winning run pretty much. Will Brennan, 2-run homer, his first home run of the year. That's actually crazy to think about. He just now hit his first home run of the year. Wow. So yeah, he hit his first 2-run shot, 2-0 Guardians, and from that point on, it was all Guardians. That was top 7, by the way. So yeah, we didn't even start scoring until we chased Crawford, and then Bernardino came in there. He gave up a run. In fact, yeah. Wait, what? Oh yeah. Oh no, that was a 2-run shot. It's weird. It says he gave up a run. Oh well, whatever. But he didn't give up the homer. On the oh yeah, he was yanked, and then okay, I think that's how it worked. Well, actually, look at the 7th inning, see how that whole how that whole thing transpired. So top 7. Oh yeah, okay. Weissert came in for Bernardino. Naylor. Okay, so Bernardino was responsible for Naylor. That's why he got the run on his board, because he was responsible for Naylor. Meanwhile, Brennan essentially had a solo shot off of Weissert. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Had to clear that up. But yeah, Brennan, 2-run shot, 2-0. And then top of the 8th, the Guardians would put it away. 2-run double by Jose Ramirez. Only his 3rd double of the year. That is crazy. He hasn't had the greatest start to a season, but as we know, the hotter the weather gets, the hotter he'll get. He will heat up like crazy. He's just having a horrible amount of bad luck. He got robbed of a home run in this game. Jose is probably like, I do not want to see freaking Willie Abreu again. I don't want to see him again. No. That should have been home run pitch. Screw him. But no, it's 4-0, just like that, top 8. Gabriel Arias would add a run in the 9th on a double. And then Brian Rocchio, RBI single, made it 6-0. And that would be it. So Guardians with a shut piece to start off the series. Heron got the win, 104 ERA. He's been fantastic. And then Bernardino took the loss. He's 0-1 with a 2.08 ERA. So yeah, Guardians got after it a little later, but I liked how they added 2 runs the final 3 innings to put it away. So we go from that game, very comfortable, easy, not an easy dub, but it was a comfortable dub, right? Not really much doubt for the most part. And then we get to game 2, right? So game 2 of the series, of course, yeah, it was a mess. A whole mess out here. And, of course, this was going down during the Western Conference play-in games. Fun. And I was like half streaming and half paying attention to the game, pretty much. But in this game, yeah, it wasn't fun, really. Tanner Bybee on the mound against Garrett Whitlock. Bybee went 5 innings, 5 hits, only 1 run allowed. 2 walks, 3 Ks, and a homer. Whitlock didn't do as good. It was kind of going hand in hand a little bit. But then the bullpen action happened, and oh my God, it was a mess. Tyler Beatty came in. 2 homers allowed. Yeah, 2 hits, 3 runs, all homers, including a walk and a strikeout. Cade Smith came in. I tell you what, Cade Smith probably never wants to go play in Fenway again. He had a horrible series. 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. And then Eli Morgan came in. Of course, he was the cleanest one, mostly, of the bunch. 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 Ks. Gaddis came in there, did his thing. Clase would come in, as we know, blew the save. And then Barlow would clamp it down. But the scoring would start in the top of the second. Will Brennan, again, this time, so an RBI double in the second. And then Gabe would follow up with an RBI double in the second. Again, top second. So there you go, 2-0 again. But this time, Emmanuel Valdez would homer to right field. And it would make it 2-1. And then Tyler Freeman in the top of the 5th would send one over the monster onto Lansdowne Street. I think that ball might have almost went to the parking garage or whatever's across the street. It used to be a parking garage. I'm not sure if it still is. But my God, that dude did. Hits the second home run. 3-1 Guardians, just like that. Solo shot. And Jose would add in a sac fly, made it 4-1. And then there was a challenge at home plate. There was a home plate collision. They ruled that the catcher blocked the plate. So 5-1. And then bottom 6, Tristan Casas would homer. Made it 5-2. Connor Wong would have a 2-run homer. Made it 5-4. And then Rafi Devers would give them the lead. What I thought was for good in the bottom 6. Made it 6-5. You knew at some point he was going to strike. And yeah, it was 6-5. And then top 9 comes up. Guardians tie the game. Andres RBI single ties it at 6. And then that would be it for us at the point. And then we go to extras. Gabriel Arias would give us the lead with an RBI single. Made it 7-6. And then, of course, Emmanuel Clase would come in, blow the save, as Connor Wong would strike again with a sac fly. Made it 7-7. And then, top 11, we put it away for good. Jose, RBI single on a grounder to center field. And then Estevan Florial, who came in, strikes again in extras. RBI single, or 2-run single, made it 10-7. And Scott Barblow would come in and put it on ice. And we win 10-7 in 11 innings. That was a very stressful game. And believe it or not, even though he blew the save, Clase would get the win. 1.13 ERA. Winkowski takes the loss. 1-1. 4.63 ERA. Clase, of course, 1-0. And then Barblow would get his first save with a 4.32 ERA. Yeah, that's, of course, where the thumbnail comes from. But what's up, PJ? We're kicking your guys' ass, crazy dog. JK. I wouldn't be surprised. We're not very good at home, apparently. Kind of like the Warriors. Oh, nah. We're just way better on the road because on the road our offense gets a chance to strike first. I don't think we've scored first at all in any of our home series so far. But we'll see how this goes. So that's game 2. And we're already at this point thinking, okay, we got this series. Tanner Houck on the mound for game 3. And against Ben Lively, making his season debut for the Guardians. For those who are unaware, he played for the Reds, I believe, last year. Wasn't great at times, but he was solid, mostly. And what do you know? We got arguably one of the better performances of the year from our pitchers. And it's from a guy making his season debut. As Tanner Houck unfortunately looked like prime Pedro Martinez. As he went out there and shoved. Full, complete game, 3-hit, 9K shutout. Lively, on the other hand, he was matching him most of the game. 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 7 Ks, and a homer. The 2 runs came on a very questionable balk which I guess they said that because Lively just so happened to look over at third to check the runner, and then he pitched. They called that a balk. I don't get it, but all right, whatever. And, of course, the home run, they're kind of Wong. And when your pitchers, Prime Pedro reincarnated, that's all you need, 2 runs. Yeah, a balk, and then a home run by Wong. And that was it. There was no scoring really at all. So Hawk got the win, or Hawk, 3-1. 135 ERA. Lively, unfortunately, takes the loss. He's 0-1, 360 ERA. So that's game 3. It was the quickest game since like 2010, I want to say. Not even 2 hours. You could have went in to see a movie at like when this game started. And by the time you got out, the game would be over. Like, wow. Man, that was one of the quickest games because this dude was buzzing through our lineup like a damn buzzsaw. Hot knife through butter. What's up, Yusuf? Good evening. Jason Love, of course, Lamar with the emojis. He loves those damn emojis. Damn. Now, so Guardians going into the series finale, 12-6, tied for first in the Central. Red Sox are 10-9, third in the AL East. And we're going into this final game trying to win a series in Fenway. We don't really do that too often. I know Tito never usually won a series in Fenway. He would always take like 1 or 2 games, if that. Because the way Tito's teams were, they always had letdown series out of nowhere. But this Guardians team is playing so well. So we get to the final game of the series earlier today. And we had Cookie Carrasco on the mound, going up against a bullpen game. Now, the Red Sox started Brennan Bernardino, who we saw in the first game. He took the loss, of course, in that first game. And Cookie Carrasco, again, got himself into some sticky spots, but he got out of it. That's what he's so good at that now. And he went 5 2/3. He was this close to going 6. He got 2 outs. But then he gave up a base hit or whatever, and then they put in Cade Smith, and again, this dude just hates Fenway Park. But yeah, Carrasco, 4 hits on 5 2/3 innings, 2 runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks, 3.44 ERA. Bernardino only went 2 innings because he's the opener. Essentially, I guess there was like a bullpen game or whatever. 1 walk, 2 Ks in the 2 innings for Bernardino. And then Criswell came in there, and that's where we got to them. 2 1/3, 3 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned run, damn, because of errors, and then a walk for Criswell. And of course, I streamed this game, so you already know how we did. But yeah, in terms of scoring, Willie Abreu would get them on the board with a force out, but they would score. And Cookie even said that he was trying too hard to be perfect. And then after that, he locked in. He locked in and the offense woke up. Top of the third, Andres would single, bringing in a run, tying the game. And then the next inning, top 4, Josh Naylor would single, bringing in the lead, 2-1. And then Andres again, RBI single, made it 3-1. And then Jose ground into a force out. And that would make it 4-1. And then Ramon Laureano finally gets on the board in the RBI department, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think he had an RBI. If he did, he doesn't have too many of those already. I think that might have been his first. Yeah, singles on a sharp liner to left field, scores a run. And then here we go again, right? Jaron Duran tripled on a ball to the deep center field part. And yeah, that's when Cade Smith came in. Yeah, it was not fun. 5-3. And then a balk because Cade Smith stumbled off the mound when he was trying to pitch. Made it 5-4. But you know what? Our bullpen, after Smith was yanked, Aaron came in. From that point on, it was shut down. Lockdown City. 2 Ks for Heron. 1 strikeout apiece for Gaddis and Clase. Not a single hit allowed. Not a single hit. That's what I like to see. Right? Smith struggled. The other guys came in there and shut him down. They weren't even close to tying the game up. Of course, if you saw my stream, I was kind of stressing out because I knew that 1 pitch and it's tied if you're not careful. So, Guardians take the series 3 out of 4, right? And they're now 13-6 overall. And the Red Sox are now 10-10, last in the East. Carrasco got the win in his 199th start, I believe, for the Guardians. I'm pretty sure it's like something like that. And yeah, he's 1-1, 3.44 ERA. Criswell takes the loss, 4.26 ERA. He's 0-1. And then Manuel Clase knocks down his 5th save of the year already, and he has a 1 ERA. So that's the review part. Now it's time for the preview part. And you already know we got the Oakland A's coming to town. I believe tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow. And starting us off, Tristan McKenzie on the mound against Boyle. Now Boyle is 1-2 with a 5.68 ERA, 15 Ks. Tristan McKenzie, yeah, he's not having a fun start to the season. 1-2, 6.23 ERA, 5 strikeouts. This dude can't strike a damn person out of. Like, what are we doing, Tristan? Now you look at Boyle, Joe Boyle. Sounds like an NPC kind of name. Last start, he went 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run allowed, 1 walk, and 5 Ks against Washington. And then he beat Detroit, 5 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 6 Ks. And then against Boston, 2 2/3, but they wrecked him. 8 hits, 7 earned runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Ugh, took a loss. That's brutal. And I'm almost certain we'd never faced him, so I don't even know if I should even look this up. I don't even think we faced him ever. If we have, it might have been as a reliever. Let me see. I'm almost certain we've never faced him before. I don't remember us facing him. But yeah, so no, we have not faced him. This should be good. Mr. McKenzie, like I've mentioned previously, struggled. He lost to the Yankees, 4 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs. 5 runs, 6 walks. 1 strikeout, bro. White Sox took the win, 5 2/3, 3 hits, 4 walks, and 2 Ks. Seattle beat him up pretty good, 3 1/3, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks, took the loss. That was the game where we damn near won. We lost because of an extra run added on after I think McKenzie exited. We lost 5-4 in that game. So, Tristan McKenzie against the Oakland A's. Let me see how he's done. Now, if you read the description of my stream, it says Oakland in all caps. And you're thinking, why do you have it all caps? Well, it's actually pretty simple. This is the last year they're going to be in Oakland. They're going to Sacramento after. They'll be playing in a minor league ballpark. Sheesh. So Tristan is actually 1-0 with a 1.96 ERA, 18 K. Well, obviously we've never faced Boyle, but against McKenzie, Seth Brown, 2 homers, 2 RBIs, and 7 at-bats. And then Toro is 0 for 2. So Seth Brown really scares me. Now, we get to game number 2 of the series. Again, McKenzie, I'm not feeling too confident in him, to be honest. kind of scared. I'm just waiting for that game where he's out there pitching and all of a sudden it's just like his freaking UCL or whatever just shatters. And everything will really be out. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. What's up, Oren? What player did the Guardians pick up? They've been like trading for freaking. They've been trading for like minor league like relievers for the last couple times. It's all guys that I've never really heard of. And they're just like trading cash. I'm like, wow, they're actually trading cash for players. They're essentially buying players via trade. It's a weird way to put it, but that's what they're doing. So, looking at game 2. Again, McKenzie 1-2, 6.23 ERA, 5 Ks. Boyle 1-2, 5.68 ERA. Both aren't very good, so do not stink. That'd be good, but who knows. So we go to 420. Of course, 420. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. So on 420, it'll be Logan Allen versus Alex Wood. We remember what happened the last time we faced Alex Wood, right? Yeah, I think that was when we scored 9-ish runs on him. Yeah. No, that was the first game. We still won that game, but yeah. We smoked him. Literally. Ha. Smoke wood. Ha. 420. Ha. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just acting a fool. Ha. By the way, against the Guardians in his first start, yeah. 7 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, 3 Ks. And he'll be facing Logan Allen, who, Logan Allen has been all right. He definitely could be better. Hey, mid. He's been mid. I need him to take that next step. He could be so good, too. His best start was against Seattle. 4 hits, 3 walks, 6 Ks, no runs allowed in 6 2/3 innings. Now, in his last start against Oakland, he went 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 dongs given up, but we got the win. Yeah, so that's good. Good stuff. Now, his last start, 5 2/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and 4 Ks, and a no decision against the Yankees on the 14th. And then against the White Sox, he went 4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, and 4 Ks, and a no decision again. So, yeah. So I just need Logan Allen to cook out here. I already talked about how he did against him. I don't think he's faced him. Yeah, he's only faced him once. Now Alex Wood, I'm almost certain has faced us once again versus Cleveland Guardians. I talked about him before when we first faced him. And yeah, he's faced us now 4 times. And this was without a doubt his worst start last time we faced him. Yeah. He only went 3 1/3 innings, 7 hits allowed, 6 runs, and a walk. Yeah. So it's tough. But you look at the matchup wise, Woods 0-1, 8.10 ERA, 16 Ks. Logan, like I said, 2-0, 5.06 ERA, 17 strikeouts. We'll take 2 out of 3 versus Oakland. Most likely. Yeah, most likely. I could see us losing the game tomorrow with Tristan on the mound. That's probably the most losable game because Tristan is just not there. Unless our offense erupts, which it could. Never know. But against Alex Wood, no homers. But we had 3 RBIs from Tyler Freeman, Andres, and Austin Hedges. How about that, huh? Nice. Now against Allen, only Ruiz had an RBI. So see how these 2 teams adjusted. Because, again, these 2 teams have seen these pitchers before. We'll see how they adjust and change their approach. If I'm the Guardians, I'm not changing my approach. I'm attacking him from the get-go, like they've been doing. Yeah, this should be a good one. And then we get to the final game, featuring the Oakland A's as a franchise against the Guardians on the 21st of April. It will be. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Wait, are we on the 21st or 20th? No, that was the last. Okay, so the 21st. Yeah. There it is. It'll be Ross Stripling, who's 0-4 with a 5.32 ERA, against Tanner Bybee, who's 1-0 with a 4.82 ERA. Each pitcher has 18 Ks. Now, Tanner, he's been up and down, but I think he's finally starting to get rolling again. And Ross Stripling, I talked about him before. I told this story before. I was watching the game. I went to the store. We were losing. And I come back and we are smoking their butts. We absolutely throttled the A's in that game. Seemed like every time I looked, we were scoring a run. Like a damn hit parade. Don't believe me? Read this stat line. So he went 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 1 home run allowed, and 2 walks. Yeah, it doesn't sound like much, but that was only him. We also scored a few more runs afterwards too. Pick and strip. Okay, Ross Stripling. Ross Stripling versus the Guardians. Again, coming off he's now lost back-to-back games against the Guardians. And again, this was by far his worst performance. Yeah. 7 hits. And, of course, the Guardians smashed him. So, yeah, that is the final game between the Oakland A's and the Guardians. Next year, it'll be the A's. They're not going to say the Sacramento A's of Las Vegas. They're not going to say the Oakland A's of Sacramento. They're just going to be the A's. Yeah. They're going to be known as the A's. That's it. That's all. So, Tanner Bybee, of course, coming off a no decision against the Red Sox. 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run allowed, 2 walks, and 3 Ks against Boston on the 16th. Yeah, he was the game where he was the 16th, so that would have been the overtime, the extra inning game. Yep. Against Chicago, 4 1/3, 6 hits, 5 runs. Eesh. Got him again, no decision. And then he beat Minnesota, 5 1/3, 5 hits, 1 run, and 9 Ks. Best start of the year. I just need him to go a little bit deeper into the game. Maybe 7. 7 innings would be perfect. Because then, 8th inning comes up, you get your setup man. 9th inning, you come up and you get your closer if you're winning. Crazy how Tanner's 11-4 in his career. He's actually damn good. Stuff is great, but he just needs to lock in. That's all, and stop the walks. Which he's not doing that bad with the walks. Thank God. He's only had, I think, a couple walks this year, something like that. I'm sorry, no, he has 10 walks. Ugh. 18 Ks. Yeah, to lock in and stop with the walks. He needs to just attack these guys. It'll really help if we score first and score a lot. That'll allow him to really relax and settle in and just start attacking. That'll really help, I'm sure. But yeah, this would be a fun game. Against Stripling, Josh Naylor and Ramirez have homered against him. Each have 2 RBIs. And then Jimenez has 2 RBIs. And Brennan has an RBI. Against Bybee, only Nick Allen. Nate Allen's a cornerback from the NFL. This is, Nick Allen. Excuse me. Yeah, Nick Allen, 1 RBI. He's 0 for 2, but he has an RBI because of sac fly. Yeah, or whatever. Or RBI ground out or something. RBI for Allen, and then RBIs for McCann and Noda, and that's it. So, yeah. And then Ross Stripling has lost his last 3. And let's just say teams are just teeing off on Ross. Yeah, 5 2/3 against St. Louis, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and 4 Ks. Texas, they absolutely mashed the absolute crap out of him. 11 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks in 6 innings. And then Boston did the same thing pretty much. Only scored 1 run with 8 hits, though. Damn, that's crazy. And then 3 strikeouts, too. So I expect the Guardians to try to just attack this guy like they did last time. So that is pretty much going to wrap it up for that part. But yeah, that's the last. This is the last time we're facing the current iteration of the A's. But again, Bybee 1-0, 4.82 ERA, 18 Ks. Stripling 0-4, 5.32 ERA, 18 strikeouts. Final game ever between the Oakland A's and the Guardians. Wow. So, now, and also if you're wondering, we also face the Red Sox afterwards at home in the 3-game series. Atlanta and Houston on the road to end the month of April and get into May. That'll be good. Can't wait for that. Carrasco, Bello, Allen, and Bybee. Well, luckily we have Allen and Bybee against Atlanta. Against Morton and Vines. And Reynaldo Lopez. Oh, yeah, they have him as a starter. Oh, joy. And I don't know who's going to start in the first game against Boston. You know, because they just sent Xavier Curry back down. Maybe they bring up somebody. Maybe Gavin will be ready by then. I doubt it. I haven't even heard about him doing any rehab starts. So, with that being said, that's it for the recon. Now, usually I would end my stream right here. I'd say, see you later. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more basketball. But I was scrolling through Bleacher Report yesterday, and a couple really, really interesting articles. Now, I'm not going to put them on screen here. By the way, Ross Stripling is 2-2 with a 5.40 ERA, 20 strikeouts, and 5 appearances against the Guardians, just in case you forgot. I already talked about them a bit. So, Bleacher Report did 2 articles, and I found one from Fansided. The first article I'm talking about comes from April 12th, MLB teams that already have clear needs for 2024 trade deadline. Oh, Crazy Dog, why are you already talking about the deadline? It's only April 18th. But the thing is, the trade deadline is going to be almost 2 months away. It's going to be 3 months away. What is it? July 30th, I believe it is. So, 3 months away. If you're the Guardians, with the way your staff is looking right now, do you think the Guardians can afford to sit back until July 30th or like the week of to make a move? I mean, you have Cookie Carrasco who's getting by right now. Like, he is slithering through some of the stickiest situations ever. But by the time we get to June, our bullpen is going to be taxed as hell. Like, my goodness. It seems like almost every game, the bullpen has to go 5 innings. That does a number to you guys. Well, it's only April. I think the longest we've had a pitcher go is damn near 7. Like, the Red Sox just had a dude go 9. I wouldn't be shocked if give them by maybe like late May, early June. If this thing ain't going right, if they're winning games, but their pitching is looking a little sus, or God forbid another injury happens, they could sign a free agent. There is some good ones out there, serviceable ones. Matthew Boyd, Zach Greinke, a couple other ones that would probably just like to get on the mound, right? Matthew Boyd wouldn't be bad, to be honest. Matthew Boyd in the Guardians pitching lab. I mean, I guess at the absolute worst, they could call up Jaime Barria from the AAA team. Oh, I don't want him up here. I saw him a little bit in spring training. Ass. Barry ass. My God. I thought Cookie was Barry is booty. Ugh. So I'm scrolling through. They got the Tigers listed. They got the Giants. I know Rocha would love these names. Luis Arias, Willie Adames, Tim Anderson, and Jonathan India, and Brandon Drury. Middle infield. I heard that Rocha wanted the Giants to get Tim Anderson when he was a free agent. Low-key Arias on the Giants would be something. Philly, center fielder. Yeah, whatever. Red Sox, shortstop, because Trevor Story's hurt. And then Twins around here, mid-rotation starter. Alex Wood, Stripling, Blackburn, and Gibson, former Twin. Yankees, late inning reliever. They listed Tanner Scott, Kenley Jensen, Chris Martin, Carlos Estevez, Adam Ottavino, who would be coming back to New York, and then Michael Kopech. Then they also listed Devin Williams, too. Tampa Bay, relievers, Mariners, contact hitter, Guardians, top of the rotation starter. Now you're thinking to yourself, okay, who would they even think about mentioning with the Guardians? Who could the Guardians, according to Bleacher Report, possibly go for? Listed some interesting names. Jesus Luzardo, that would be the big fish, right? That would be the big fish, without a doubt. He has 2 years of control left, and he would probably bridge the gap to the younger guys coming up. I'd have to assume Espino might still be pitching. I don't know. His shoulder is absolutely cooked. It's barbecue chicken at this point. My God. Feel bad for that kid. Other than that, you have a couple others that might come in and contribute, but hard to say at this point. It's really hard to say. Jesus Luzardo would probably take a lot to get, though, because of that control. Now, 3 other names mentioned were Jose Quintana, Lance Lynn, and Frankie Montas. And if I'm thinking about it, it depends on the situation, right? If Gavin is back and the pitching is, it's found itself, guys are just lighting it up, they're going deep in the games, bullpen's cooking, there's really no issues. All they would need is like an innings eater, because let's say his elbow just bites the dust, because it probably will. Unfortunately to say that, but my God, dude's pitching with an injury. At some point, something's going to happen. I've said it's a ticking time bomb. I wish he would have got the surgery. It's the inevitable. It's going to happen. You know it is. He knows it is, too. He's like, he did an interview or whatever for, I guess, one of the article, like, the beat writers. And he's literally like, did I make the right choice? I'm thinking, no. You should have got the damn surgery, bro. Yeah, you probably would have been out all of last year, which, again, he was anyway. And then you probably would have missed a good portion of this year, if not the entire year this year. We have depth. Not to mention, that might have forced the Dolans to maybe spend a little bit. Right? Not just go out and get Cookie Carrasco. Maybe they could have went out and got a solid pitcher like a Frankie Montas. Or in Quintana. Just an innings eater to hold it down. And then, of course, the situation would have been much easier if Shane Bieber's elbow didn't turn the freaking barbecue chicken. Because if Bieber was healthy, we'd be perfectly fine too. Because then it's like all we need is just Gavin to come back and we'd be set for life. But no. Bieber's elbow had to it just had to disintegrate. And the crazy thing is, he was pitching with that injury. Yeah, his UCL was compromised, and he's out here timing up people. 20 strikeouts in 2 or 3 starts. One walk. It's like, this dude's out here pitching with a compromised UCL. Didn't even know. I saw that tweet from Mandy Bell, and I thought, is this a troll? Bieber hurt? Looking like that? Yet, there's Tristan McKenzie, as injured as Bieber is, still pitching. I like you, Tristan. You're my guy. But you're just delaying the inevitable. That thing is a ticking time bomb. It's held together by paper clips and string. It's living on a prayer. Oh. Well, actually, it's not even it's oh. Because, that's got to be painful, what he's dealing with. And it's affecting his command. It's affecting how he pitches. And in turn, he's not going deep in the starts. And that's hurting our bullpen. You almost want to be like his conscience, be like, Tristan, I'm your conscience. Listen to me, Tristan. For the better of the team. Get surgery. You'll benefit in the long run. Yeah, you'll be out the rest of this year, which again, he was anyway. Keep in mind, this injury happened last year before we played the Diamondbacks. So he would have missed the rest of the year. And then probably part of this year, if not the entire year this year, but he would have been better in the long run. He probably didn't want to miss time because he wasn't signed yet. They didn't extend him. Now, if they had extended him, he would have had financial security. He wouldn't have had to worry about, oh my God, am I going to get traded or whatever? He would have been perfectly fine. He might have been able to get the surgery feeling good. No, he wants to play through a bad injury. So yeah, the names mentioned, I would probably take at least two of them. Frankie Montas wouldn't be bad. Lynn and Quintana, those are names that you get if you just want someone to eat innings. That's it. Yeah. Luzardo would be the big prize. If we're contending like we are right now, Luzardo is the ultimate prize. You maybe package one or two of your middle infielders surplus, right? And then you go out, maybe you send something else, right? And you get Jesus Luzardo, and you fortify your rotation while Bieber's out. There you go. Problem solved. And then maybe you get a power bat too. But the problem is, there's going to be competition for these arms. Because Atlanta is also in need as well. And of course, they listed the same names for the Braves as the Guardians. So yeah, there'd be competition. Now, another article I found is ideal landing spots for top 9 trade targets. Jesus Luzardo listed the Guardians. They didn't give any predictions as to where they think they're going to go. But yeah, the Guardians were listed for Luzardo, not for Jensen. He's number 8. They have the Phillies, Braves, Royals, and Brewers. If the Royals got Jensen, oh my goodness. Goldschmidt, Guardians. Now, the reason was that I guess he would platoon with Manzardo, I guess. And then they would put Josh Naylor at DH. Tell you what, if I'm Manzardo, I would love to learn from Paul Goldschmidt. I mean, sheesh. Now, again, I would only go after Goldschmidt if we are straight up contending and we are trying to go a long way this year. Yeah. I don't know if we would actually do that. I doubt it. Some other team like the damn Twins would get him just to piss me off. Paul Blackburn, again, Guardians were listed. He'd be an amazing arm for the Guardians. It'd be awesome to have him on the squad. Again, he'd be a guy that you'd go after if you were trying to make a run. Be even more fragile than a China doll. Necessarily, but yeah, he has had injury issues the last couple years. Yeah. They listed Tyler O'Neill. Guardians listed as well. I wanted Tyler O'Neill, but the problem was injuries. Looking at what he's doing in Fenway, I mean, damn. I'd love to have him play DH on the Guardians. That'd be cool. And he'd be good protection for Jose Ramirez, too. And Josh Naylor. Because he's been mashing. Of course, he got hurt in that first game against the Guardians in the Red Sox series, where he collided with Devers, and I think he had like a laceration on his head or something. So he's been out ever since. He's in the concussion protocol on the 7-day IL. Or the concussion protocol, yeah. But he would be fantastic, again, on the Guardians. Yeah, he would be both an offensive and corner outfield upgrade for the Guardians and Rays. A cheap one considering he'll be a free agent. Again, I would go after him as a free agent. Laureano, I think, is still around, but I'd go after O'Neill too. Legit, I would go after O'Neill. Straight up. I mean, we need power, but we'll see. Tanner Scott, yeah, reliever, Dodgers, Braves, Brewers, Padres. Dean Thomas, Indians were mentioned. Again, another fantastic piece. I think he would really look good with the Guardians. But he'd probably cost a bit much. And I don't know if we'd want to give up what they'd need or what they'd want. Josh Bell, obviously not coming here. Eric Fede from the White Sox. They listed the Guardians. 2-year, $15 million deal with the White Sox this offseason. Coming out of Korea. And again, he'd be a guy that you'd trade for to eat and essentially just hold it down. That's what you'd do. So those are the names that were mentioned there. And now let's take a look at this article from Fansided. 3 trade candidates and where they might end up. They listed Tommy Pham, right? He just signed with the White Sox. They listed the Padres. As the team. Well, of course, I think he played there before. That makes way too much sense. Way, way too much sense. Jesus Luzardo, Boston Red Sox, okay, and Luis Arias. Padres. All right, but yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. Pretty interesting article to look at when you really dig deep into it. But, still got 3 months away. Who knows what the Guardians will look like? Maybe they just get hot, and they go on a massive-ass streak. But then again, who knows? Who knows with the Guardians, right? Maybe this is just a hot month, and we fall back down to earth in May. It's hard to say. It's going to get tougher. But I want to see what this team can do. And, yeah. We'll see how long the Guardians tolerate having, pitchers go barely 5 innings before they decide, you know what? We can't really have this. We got to make some changes. Maybe add some pitchers who can go deeper. I mean, Cookie's amazing, but yeah, I think he's a little cooked. The cookie is cooked. Or should I say baked? A little too long. All right. So that's all I got for you guys. And as far as me streaming any more Guardians games until June, maybe I'll do one every once in a while. Of course, the NBA playoffs are coming up on Saturday. I'll be live at 1 o'clock for Cavs and Magic. Now, I am well aware that, let me see when the draft starts for the NFL. I'm pretty sure it's at 8. I'm kind of in a bind because Game 2, all right, is on, let me look at the schedule again for the Cavs. And I'm going to see how it lines up with the draft. Okay, so 2024. Of course, the draft is in Detroit this year. Start time. I think it's 8 o'clock. Yeah. At 8 p.m. on Thursday, the 25th. Friday, it starts at 7. And Saturday, I believe, is at noon, just like always, because we have the rest of those rounds. So, Game 1 is April 20th. That one, no problem. I got that. Game 2 is the 22nd, 7 p.m. Okay, cool. Game 3 is on day 1 of the draft. Game 3 starts at 7. The draft first round starts at 8. So I'm in a bit of a predicament. Right? What about Game 4? Game 4 is on the 27th. at 1, which is an hour after day 3 of the draft starts. So, do I stream the Cavs, but don't do my reaction videos, which I gotta do those? I can't do 2 streams at once. I think, honestly, if the Cavs, because after that, obviously, the rest is okay. April 30th, May 3rd, and May 5th. Yeah, that's perfectly fine when it comes to the Cavs. Like, I would have no issue doing the rest of those Cavs games. But would I be down? I mean, it's the Magic, right? If we win the first 2 games, right, and we go into game 3, and we win, it's really going to be a predicament. What are you thinking? Okay, crazy dog, how many picks do the Browns have? Let me look. Cleveland Browns 2024 draft picks. They don't have too many picks. This isn't one of their most loaded draft years. Bieber more fragile. That's funny. This isn't one of their deeper years in terms of draft picks. I think they only have like 4 or 5. You know I got to do my reaction videos. You know I have to. It's a given. It's a tradition at this point. So, they have 7 picks. They have 2 picks on day 2. A second and a third. Now, they have 2 fifths, 2 sixths, and a 7th. 25th at 7 p.m. Browns don't have a first round pick. So yeah, you can do the game, can't you? If I had to guess, the game would probably end about 9. So I'd probably miss maybe like 5, 6, 7 picks, because they take forever to announce those picks. I can't miss the damn draft. I mean, it's a Cavs playoff game, but it's the freaking Magic, right? I can miss 2 freaking playoff games. Besides, they're on the road. And I know the one on game 3, that's on NBA TV. And the one game 4 is on, I think, one of the major networks. I think it's ESPN. And it's not like we have, Mark Jones or Mike Breen calling the game. We have the freaking C team calling the game. So it's not like it's anybody, I got to hear freaking Mike Breen and bang, bang, bang. Or, Mark Jones making some sassy ass freaking comments like, he's as cold as, he's, the fries, he's in his bag, the fries are at the bottom or something like that. We're not going to hear something awesome like that. No, we're not going to have the best commentary crews. Now, if we were facing like a big team, like a really, really good team, like the Pacers even, I don't think we'd be playing at 1. We'd probably be like later in the day. But because we have the Magic, the NBA has us essentially mostly 1 o'clock games or the B team or C team crews when it comes to the commentary. So what I'm probably going to do, I'll do game 1 and 2, obviously, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll go from there. So, boy. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this one. And I'll have some draft content coming out over the week or so. Of course, I'll have my one and only mock draft coming out really soon. That'll be on draft day, I believe. I'll do a double upload. Of course, my full first round mock draft and my Browns mock draft. To be honest, I haven't really been doing much research in terms of the draft because it's like whatever. Whatever. When we do pick, we'll be picking late as heck. 54 overall. I don't really want to be rushing because then all I'll be doing is thinking about the draft. That's the thing. I'm not going to have my full attention on the basketball game. So, I just saw this image. Wreck This League on Twitter posted an image the new face mask on the all white jerseys. Oh my god, it looks so freaking good. Oh, icy. Dude, these white face masks just make everything look so good. Bugging out about face masks because we can. And they look dope. It's good to see them back, though. They teased us the last 2 years wearing them one game. But yeah, I love what I saw. So, oh, damn. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one, guys. I will see you all later. And tomorrow, I'll be live for some more basketball. I'm going to try and talk to JB Taylor about doing Bulls and Heat. And that game just doesn't, again, it screams mid to me because of injuries. Jimmy Butler's out, and I just don't really have the vibe for that game. I really don't. If I'm going to do that game, I'm going to probably do it with JB Taylor, most likely. Because I'm saving my energy for what will most likely be a banger between the Pelicans and the Kings tomorrow night. So I'll be live for that one. Best part is that game ends, I think, after the Guardians game, so I won't be kind of, back and forth with it. So that'll be fun. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys, and I will see you all later. We got the Here Damn series. Dang, that's tough. That's tough. By the way, for any hockey fans out there, the sale of the Coyotes was officially approved to the Utah to Utah. Now, the thing is, the name and the history stays in Phoenix. Only the players and the staff go to Utah. So they're going to have a different name. The Coyotes are in hibernation because they're probably going to be back once Phoenix figures out their arena situation. That's going to be one of the expansion teams. We already know that. Phoenix. Honestly, Phoenix and Quebec would be dope. But I don't know if they're going to do that. But yeah, we already know. Well, they're going to have, Utah will take over for Phoenix. That's going to be weird. Utah? I hope they come up with something cool. It's probably just going to be the Utah Hockey Club for like the first year. And then they'll find a name or something. So, that's all I got, guys. Have a good rest of your night. I know I've said that like 3 times already. But yeah, we're just having fun. Brock Holt gave his bats away to fans after game 162 in 2019. Wow, that's crazy. That's a man of the people right there. We are a main character. I love it. But yeah, that's all I got. So have a good rest of your day, night, everybody, or day, depending on where you live. And yeah, draft week already. My God, it's here so quickly. I talked about in my last video. I talked about draft, the top 30 visits, and the Browns signed another O-lineman. So now on to the NBA playoffs and some other stuff too. So I will see you all later. Let's go Guards. Let's go Cavs, Browns, Blue Jackets, Crew. You already know. And I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow. Our old player. Oh yeah, Logan Allen. Oh yeah, the other Logan Allen. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. Go Guards. And I'm out.